here in the Midwest, if you do mention ADUs to anyone, they have no freaking clue what you're talking about, right? But then when you mention a mother-in-law suite, then it rings a bell, right? So ADUs is the real technical terminology for buildings, and it stands for accessory dwelling units. And what that really is that you have a primary home and then you have a secondary home that you could build on the same lot. And that's simply what an ADU is. And it could be an attached or detached structure to your property. Now, in the Midwest here, we are specifically in Columbus, Franklin County. We're in the process of including ADUs in the building code. Right now, if you want to build an ADU in Columbus, you have to apply for a variance, which takes about 6 to 9 months to get approval before you actually get your building permits. So it discourages a lot of people from moving forward with that process. And now that it has created a little bit of a buzz, it's going to help a ton of people. A lot of people are going to benefit from ADUs here in the Midwest because our baby boomer generations are all getting to that age where they're either retired or about to retire or have retired and can't take care of themselves anymore. And, a lot of times when you are, when you're a son or a daughter of a parent who is aging and a lot of times don't have the assistance that they need, you tend to think a lot about your parents in that realm. And especially in the Midwest, there's a lot of baby boomer generations here because, again, you might have people who retire here or might just stay in the same family home they built from in the 30s. And, one of the very common trend we see is, my parents live in this house and they want to downsize into a smaller home, but we don't want them to live in somewhere else. So we're thinking of building an ADU in the back of our house. But before we build that, we need to sell this house, then get those funds to buy, then build into it. So there's a lot of stipulation behind ADUs that is very beneficial. That my goal is that we're going to make this a household staple for a lot of people, a lot of benefits. I mean, there's so many benefits to ADUs that why wasn't this thought about before,